In our province's fight against COVID-19, the BC Centre for Disease Control is a key player providing guidance to the top public health officials. This week, CTV News was granted exclusive access to the BC CDC. And tonight, Michelle Bernaro takes us inside to learn about the work that will impact all of us.
Behind this door, a place you might call a war room. The enemy, a mysterious virus. The weapon against it, science.
COVID is probably the most complicated epidemic that none of us in the world would have ever planned for.
This is the BC Centre for Disease Control, where testing determines who in our province is infected.
The samples collected from patients for COVID testing arrive here in racks along with the paper requisitions.
Each respiratory sample needs to be treated cautiously.
And that's why the samples are handled under the biosafety cabinet. Our technologists are in full personal protective equipment and gear.
This lab is operating 18 hours a day, running about 1,500 tests. During the height of BC's surge, testing was around the clock. Testing numbers exploded here in mid-March. These racks in behind me were entirely full. They went through 5,000 tests in a single weekend. The test being used was created here as the BC CDC tracked the virus before it arrived. This screen showing the results of BC's first ever positive test on January 27th.
So we can tell that from two different parts of the virus's genome that we have our first positive patient result.
With lives on the line, the work here is crucial.
It is tiring. It is very difficult to think through all of the complicated pieces that have to come together.
I know it's lots of pressure, but I think for a scientist like me, it is also an exciting phase of life.
Because what's learned in labs could be key to closing the door on an enemy we're still fighting. Michelle Bernaro, CTV News, Vancouver.